Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. VPN market to impact severely in India. India is the second largest market for VPN with 45% of internet usage happening through VPN. There are few VPN services providers in India including Surfshark, NordVPN, ExpressVPN, PureVPN, CyberGhost and IPVanish. The government's new directions mandating all VPN providers and a few other entities to collect and hold user data for 5 years or more has sparked a debate in the cybersecurity community. Due to the pandemic, more individuals are working from home, which has increased the number of VPN users in the country. VPNs are used for various purposes, including securely connecting to workplace networks while working from home, accessing geo-restricted material, and just remaining anonymous. India had over 270 million VPN users in 2021, accounting for around 20% of the population. This figure is almost certainly higher now. The new guideline will impact the users as the VPN providers have no option but to leave the country. Essentially, one of the key benefits and use cases of VPNs, anonymity, will be eliminated. According to the directive of the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team or CERT-In, the country's cyber watchdog has issued the directive. The new standards will take effect 60 days after they are published, which is towards the end of June. CERT-In can request this information from these service providers at any moment. Failure to provide the data will result in penalties under the Information Technology Act of 2000 and other applicable legislation. The directions from METI has asked all the VPN providers to collect and record validated names of subscribers, IPs allotted to them, IP addresses, email addresses, validated addresses, contact numbers and ownership patterns for 5 years or longer even after the customer has cancelled the registration. Corporate VPN providers have been exempted from this. The cybersecurity directions were issued by the Government of India as part of its policy goals of safety and trust in the Internet in India. The policy comes to effect with the growing cybersecurity incidents and ability of all platforms to produce logs and details related to cybersecurity incidents when required investigations is essential to achieving policies of safety and trust and are non-negotiable and essential. The exponential growth of the internet interconnections has led to a significant growth of cyber attack incidents, often with disastrous and grievous consequences. Malware is the primary choice of weapon to carry out malicious intent in cyberspace, either by exploitation into existing vulnerabilities or utilization of unique characteristics of emerging technologies. The development of more innovative and effective malware defense mechanisms has been regarded as an urgent requirement in the cybersecurity community. Days after ExpressVPN removed its India servers, virtual private network service providers Surfshark, Windscribe and NordVPN may voluntarily remove or be forced to remove their Indian servers. An expert says it's very likely that these guidelines will be misused, while these requirements have the potential to enable mass surveillance, commercial profiling, censorship and more. As many journalists, activists and whistleblowers use VPNs, the country also has data localization requirements which, when combined with these data retention guidelines, raises serious concerns about state-sponsored mass surveillance. A VPN company said that the physical servers will be shut down before June 27, the day when the directions come into force. In its place, these companies will introduce a cloud server, a virtual Indian server, rather than a physical server, running in a cloud computing environment which will be located in Singapore and London. Virtual servers were functionally identical to physical ones, with the main difference being that they would not be located in the country. Experts say Indian users will still be able to connect to VPN servers that will give them Indian IP addresses. Users won't notice the difference with virtual servers. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Mary Hogan appointed as Digital Realty's Chairman of Board of Directors. Digital Realty, the largest global provider of cloud and carrier-neutral data center, colocation and interconnection solutions, announced that its board of directors has appointed Mary Hogan Press as chairman of the board, succeeding Lawrence Chapman, who will continue to serve on the board of directors. These changes align with Digital Realty's long-standing commitment to strong governance principles, including refreshing board leadership to balance fresh thinking and new perspectives with experience and continuity. ManojSinha inaugurates State Data Center in Jammu. Lieutenant Governor ManojSinha inaugurated the State Data Center at the Civil Secretariat, saying that the future-ready central facility will ensure efficiency, agility, optimization, control and security for e-governance and other citizen-centric applications. The data center is modernized and managed by the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, one of the premier research and development organizations of the Ministry of Electronics and IT, with support from the Jammu and Kashmir Information Technology Department. WebWerks to invest in new hyperscale data center in Noida. Data center services provider WebWerks announced plans to invest Rs 197 crore in a new hyperscale data center in Noida with its joint venture partner Iron Mountain Data Centers. The construction of the Noida data center will commence this year with a gross power capacity 20 MVA and will be live for its customers by 2023. WebWerks said it will be part of the data center parks approved by the government with added investments to launch edge facilities in key cities in Uttar Pradesh. IBM lays off all of its employees and shuts all operations in Russia. IBM CEO Arvind Krishna informed employees that the company is ending all operations in Russia after several months of freezing activities in Russia. He stated that the company's focus in the next few months will be looking after the safety and security of all employees and their families in impacted regions. Additionally, the CEO revealed that IBM has begun laying off employees in Russia. IBM suspended operations back in March this year but kept employees on the payroll. Lucknow family loses Rs 16 lakh in online fraud. A family in Lucknow fell prey to an online scam and lost Rs 16 lakh and was duped using a SIM card. A Lucknow-based man and his two sons lost Rs 16 lakh after scammers obtained a new SIM card for his mobile number and lodged an FIR about a missing SIM by submitting a fake Aadhaar. A complaint has now been filed at the cyber cell. Preliminary investigations reveal that the fraudsters procured the SIM card of the victim and then the accused also got hold of the Aadhaar card and debit card of the victim. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.